Here's your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chet Davis, and here's a look at the top stories we're following tonight. TV5 has learned that former Michigan head coach Sharon Moore has bonded out of jail. Moore was fired as Michigan's head football coach on Wednesday before he was arrested. He appeared in court today where he was arraigned on 3 crimes, including stalking. Moore attended today's court proceedings over a video call. A bond was ordered for $25,000 and also included other conditions. A GPS tether for monitoring, no contact with the victim, and he can't go to the victim's home. The prosecutor said that Moore and the victim had an intimate relationship for several years and that the two broke up Monday morning. The victim later presented herself to the University of Michigan. The prosecutor then said on Wednesday, after he was fired, Moore went to the victim's apartment. Before today's proceedings concluded, the magistrate ruled that Moore cannot leave the state of Michigan without permission from the court. Flint Township Police say they've recovered truckloads of stolen property from several break-ins and more, and they're asking people who may have purchased items from a mother and son to come forward. The police department says Justin Ray and his mother Gina were both arrested, believed to have been involved in a pattern of break-ins. The two are charged with breaking and entering and larceny, but the police department expects additional charges. Flint Township Police say if you bought tools or other items from the Rays, call the police department and help them in this investigation, as you may be in possession of stolen property. The main office and ticket building at Auto City Speedway is significantly damaged after an overnight fire. At 1:17 this morning, the Clio Area Fire Department says crews encountered heavy fire conditions at the Speedway. Help came from 6 other fire departments, the Genesee County Sheriff's Office and MMR. The Clio Area Fire Department says no one was inside the building at the time of the fire and that no one was hurt fighting it. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Now here's Chris with your first alert forecast.
Chet, the weekend planner shows that we've got a cold weekend ahead of us. Temperatures on Saturday barely getting into the teens, and some may be stuck with wind chills near and below 0 all day. A chance for some occasional lake effect through the weekend, but accumulation should be pretty minor. Our wind gusts are slightly less on Sunday, but still likely a wind chill on Sunday as well. As we go through tonight, conditions may get snowy at times. We're not really seeing a ton on our downtown Saginaw camera as of about 6:30, but some occasional snow showers will pass through. And with temperatures dropping below freezing, at least well below freezing tonight, we are expecting any snow to have a chance to stick on the roads. And then our high temperatures more specifically on Saturday, likely in the teens, which is nearly 20 degrees below average. Wind chills will drop off pretty rapidly tonight by tomorrow morning, near and below 0. And then as we go through the day, probably not much change, maybe even as cold as 10 degrees to 15 degrees below 0 as we head into Saturday night. So that is something that is worth watching as we go into the weekend. There might be a chance for a cold weather advisory. As far as your forecast goes with snow, we expect that to again pass through tonight. We are not expecting any major accumulations as that moves on through. It's not going to stick around long either. It moves through later tonight and it's pretty much gone by daybreak tomorrow. The rest of your Saturday is relatively dry. As far as your forecast goes with accumulation, I would say most areas pick up around a ½ inch or less. Those who do pick up a little bit more than that, I wouldn't say it's going to be much more. And those who have the best chance at an inch or so may reside in the thumb, but even there, that might be a little bit of a stretch. Your 7-day forecast shows temperatures will be warming up near the 30s by next week, and we could be near 40 by Thursday.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.